Madison Reeve here with Castanet News, currently along Tugboat Bay Beach in Kelowna. This is the scene behind me. It's quite significant, less dramatic than we saw last night. So that is the good news. We're going to start with the good news because we all know that we could use some of that right now. Currently, we can see, honestly, more fire crews than spot fires behind me. I'm just going to step out of the frame so you get a bit of an idea. Right now, we see several red dots coming in and out of the picture as the smoke does continue to come in and out. So that's the good news there. Obviously still some significant spot fires that will come in and out of the picture, but right now we're seeing a lot of fire crews, more so than flame, and that's something we haven't been able to say over the last 24 hours. I was here on Tugboat Bay Beach this time last night, and as many of us know, it was just lit up in flames. So definitely less dramatics tonight, and helpful to give residents peace of mind, but have to say that's got to be a positive for West Kelowna fire crews, for Kelowna fire crews, and all the other crews that have made their way down to help this battle. The other really good news right now is we have quite less dramatic wind than we've seen all afternoon. It is picking up slightly again, but since being on scene here the last half an hour or so, it's been less dramatic, still significant, but a lot less dramatic, and that has been the major concern for fire crews over the last 24 hours, is just how quickly this wind is growing, because that has the ability to change the direction of the fire. Other really good news is we have just seen the community come together in this time of tragedy. We've had a number of phone calls to the Castanet News team asking, how can I be of help? Where can I go? What to do? I think the most important thing to do is to make sure that you're checking up on those that are evacuated, those that are on evacuation alert right now, and offer up your place, because we're hearing that most if not all hotels are no longer vacant, so making sure that you're doing what you can with those that are in the city. But we've had people, even just me in the last 5 minutes setting up here, where can we go to help? What can we do? And of course, we don't want to steer people in the wrong direction. So making sure that you are checking up on loved ones. But if you feel like it, drive down to the evacuation center on Prospera to maybe see if you can, help people check in, see if people need some water, that kind of thing, and just continuing to be positive. I was able to go get some groceries this evening, and just people in the grocery line checking in on one another, asking, how are you doing? What is everything like for you? Are you on evacuation order? Are you on evacuation alert? So that is the positive that we can take away here from this tragedy, really, as we know that there are a number of homes that have been lost. We know so many people are out of their city, out of their area they've called home for so long, but also some, people that have just moved to the city, that have just experienced, living in the city in the summer in their brand new home. And so, of course, our hearts go out to all of the community right now as they continue to experience the fire in many different capacity, many different areas. But we can't thank enough to the West Kelowna fire crews, especially Fire Chief Jason Brolin right now, who is working around the clock, doing what they can to make sure crews are in the very best spot to continue to fight this fire. Another thing I want to make clear is that we will be live tonight. This will probably be our last live video of the evening, but we will have crews, our Castanet team, working around the clock to ensure that you have the most up-to-date information. And so don't fret. We are here. We are aware. We're watching our emails very closely, so we will be sure to let you know if there are more evacuation alerts, if there are more evacuation orders. What I can tell you right now, some of the latest information is just that Interior Health is in the process of evacuating 7 central Okanagan care homes due to the wildfires in the valley. And so that's a combined 700 residents that are being moved currently in a number of different care homes. And we have those care homes listed on our website right now. And, I'm not going to go through the numbers of orders in evacuations because what you can do is just continue to refresh our page. We will have the latest for you. There's just too many to name. But I just want to confirm with you, to the public, that we are on this as well. We are doing our very best to get you the latest information. Just stay tuned. Make sure you're checking in on loved ones. Right now we're on the scene. I'm just chatting with Castanet's Rob Gibson, and it's quite smoky. It's quite soupy. You called it.
If you look at our shot right now, you can't barely even see the other side. Very dramatic difference in terms of the visuals compared to just 24 hours ago. Last night it was lit up. Obviously Wilden was aflame. Now we're looking at spots. We can't be sure. We believe some of those are spot fires, perhaps structures that are still smoldering. We can see some flashing lights. We believe those are West Kelowna firefighters as well. But it is extremely soupy. The air quality index is 10 plus. I'd say it's closer to 15 right now. If you don't have to be outside, it's probably not a very good idea. You can see the smoke through the headlights and the lights down here on the beach. A very dramatic situation. Thousands of people out of their homes tonight, as Madison pointed out, and I was told last night by several firefighters and Chief Whitting that now's the time to be good to each other, to be kind to each other, because we need that right now. There will be a time for a reckoning. There will be a time for an accounting. We will have the latest information for you as this event continues to unfold.
Yeah, there you have it. That's about all we can provide right now on the scene at this present time. But do your very best. Check in on loved ones and stay tuned to Castanet. And we're all in this together. So let's band together and we will get through this.